We got Andre the Bull Harrison back here on the program. He's going to be taking on a big fight coming up here at PFL Event 1 on June 7th. Andre, what's going on, man? How are you?
I'm doing all right, man. How's everything going?
Everything's going well, man. Not as good as you, though. You're in this tournament. It's a big deal. And I know it's been a while since we've seen you in the cage. You haven't fought since July. I'm guessing it was a matter of just not having a fight available for you, or did you want this much time off?
Oh, I never want this much time off. I'm an action junkie. I'd rather be in there, but the PFL was getting everything sorted out with the roster, with the sealing the events, the rules, and everything, and so they pretty much asked me to trust them in the process, and we have a good relationship, so I had no reason not to, and I'm in a position where I'm glad I waited.
Yeah, no, it's a great tournament with a lot of implications. How do you, I know you have a job, obviously. You work at the gym at Belmore Kickboxing Academy. Like, how tough is that financially, not fighting for, quite some time?
Well, they did give me a bonus to hold me over for the time frame that I was out. So it wasn't too bad.
How was media day a few weeks back? You guys went to Florida. You did the, all the media stuff, and all your opponents are there, potential opponents and everything. How was that whole thing?
It was cool. I mean, I didn't really see too much of my opponents. I was hanging out with Eddie Gordon and the bulk of the time, but it was cool, man. Getting caught up to everything, seeing everybody, and it was a good experience, man. Getting a better understanding of everything, and so it was a good experience. Plus, it's Florida. Who wouldn't want to be in Florida for a few days?
Absolutely. No, it's always good to get to some warm weather out of New York. But let's talk about your opponent here. Do you know how to spell his name?
I don't even know how to say his name.
Okay, I was hoping you were going to say it because I'm probably going to butcher it here too. But it's Tuerxun Jumabieke. I don't even know. Either way, he's got a 25-1 record. Obviously, experience is going to be on his side in this one. But you have 17 fights as well, so it's not like it's too much of a difference here. But what do you know about him? How do you feel like you match up?
I think he's tough in all aspects. He throws some heat. He will shoot, and he has a decent ground game as well. I just think I'm at a place now in my career where I'm just better in all areas. So I think it's a good matchup, but I definitely think I'm the better fighter.
And how have you structured a training camp for this fight in particular? Have you just kept things as usual, training at Belmore, doing a bit of cross training?
Always home sweet home. I'm always as you can see in the background, I'm always at Belmore. The only time I leave this place is when I'm going to Scarola for jiu-jitsu. Aside from that, I'm here, man. I've added, the only thing that I've added that's been like hit or miss in the past of my career is Dr. Michael Camp. He's my physical therapist and also my strength trainer. But I've been seeing him, twice a week, both to work on my body and for some strength training. So, definitely feeling that aspect of the game. So,
that's great, awesome, man. What about training partners? Just same guys as usual that you've been working with?
You know it, man. Greg Gillespie, Cody Payne, who's fighting this weekend actually. Levon Machiavelli, Chris Wade, we've been sparring a lot. I know he's fighting in Chicago in PFL as well. So yeah, we all been in here, getting busy.
Yeah, no, that's great. You got some really good partners. Wanted to ask you about your brother, Randy Brown. What's the latest on him? We haven't seen him since November. You got that big win over Mickey Gall. It seems like we haven't heard much. What's the latest? Let's get the bull scoop on that one.
The juice. All right, I can't really leak out too much, but he is. He had to get a little bit of work done on his body, so he got that, and now he's back. He's training full out. Recently been sparring with Gian Vellante, who also fights June 1st, and he's looking to get back, very, very soon. So they just re-signed his contract with UFC, so yeah, he'll be in there soon.
Good to hear. I always like to keep tabs on that. How's your weight cut going? We always talk about this. It never gets any easier the older you get, but for you, you've kind of mastered it, I think, right?
I wouldn't say I mastered it, but I understand it a little bit more. You learn your body a little bit more. But I'm right where I need to be right now, and so I'll be fine. I'll be within 10, 11 pounds by the end of the week.
Do you have to train differently for the fact that this is a tournament? You got to be relatively healthy in case you get called for the next one. Like how do you sort of prepare for that?
Well, that's what Michael Camp comes in. Like I said, twice a week, he works on my body. Any little nicks, snacks, kinks, whatever he sorts those out and get everything firing the way it's supposed to fire, and then we're in there.
How do you see this fight playing out on June 7th?
I'm getting a finish in the second round.
Nice. You didn't even hesitate. So I feel like this is coming. That's been.
Yeah, I meditated on this so many different times. I've seen it happen, and bulk of the time I get a finish in the second round.
Who's the toughest fighter in the tournament besides you?
Keith Trimble.
Okay, fair enough.
I'm not sure. I don't really look at any of that stuff, man. They all tough.
You're not like when you're at the the media day and stuff. You're not looking at who the opponents are potentially and all that. You're not concerned about that.
And because it doesn't matter who the opponent is, man. As long as I come and I bring my A game, man, it doesn't matter. Everybody. Some people are gonna be better wrestlers. Some are gonna be better jiu-jitsu practitioners. Some are better strikers. They all bring their strengths and weaknesses. My job is not to go out there and fight their fights. Go out there and make them fight mine, and and if that happens, then can't nobody beat me. So.
What would you do if you won the $1 million prize?
I might get emotional, man. Y'all might see me tear up a little bit.
Really? We'll see some emotional Dre the Bull. You don't really see him cry ever.
No. I don't know. I might not this time either. I might just laugh a little bit. Who knows?
Okay, fair enough. What's getting you through training camp right now? You watching any Netflix or TV or anything like that?
Oh man, what I've been doing? I've been watching a lot of Dragon Ball Z lately, trying to get through all these little cartoons and stuff like that. So that's pretty much it. Yeah, you got to. You don't got too much time to complicate things.
Awesome. Well, it's PFL 2018 Event 1 coming up here on June 7th. Andre, it's good catching up with you, man. Glad to see you're in this tournament, and I'm excited. I love tournaments. I think it's, Bellator did it a couple of years ago, and now PFL is doing it. I'm a big fan of seeing how this all kind of unfolds here. But in the meantime, where can people find you on social media? And if you got any sponsors or shout-outs, the floor is yours, man.
Definitely catch me on Instagram at Dre the Bull, MMA 145. On Facebook and Twitter is just Dre the Bull. And I'd like to shout out Belmore Kickboxing, Keith Trimble, Sparrow Volantis, Joe Scarola and Gracie Baja, Dr. Michael Camp and John Amato, over at Belmore, Bethpage Physical Therapy. Like to shout out Next Level. Let me see. Fit Body Boot Camp. They came on board. They're on Team Bull right now. I got a couple, man. I got a couple out in Cali. I can't really remember the name too much right now, but everybody, you guys know who you are, man. Y'all know who y'all are.
What's up, fight fans? If you like this video, be sure to subscribe to see even more interviews with your favorite UFC and Bellator fighters. We've also got coverage at events, including post-fight press conferences and media scrums. And if you like this video, check out the video to my right. It's worth your time.